Okay, let's see. How am I going to film this? It's the conundrum of how do you film a camera that's filming without another camera? All right. So after last night's debacle with fire, um, I need a little mental break from that whole ordeal. So what I decided to do in the meantime was slowly start to sort of settle the foundations of the VTubing avatar side sort of thing. Um, and what that looks like is this. So we've got our subject here in its little window. And then to help facilitate all of the actions and such, I don't have this attached to the camera because OBS is currently using it, so it's not going to move today. But it might occasionally pick up my audio if you see the green bar here. So anyways, in order to help facilitate all of these things running smoothly and to help the transitions like trigger and active and do such, streamer.bot. And I set up, I think I showcased here like 2 months ago or something that I did like all these little like scan effects and stuff. I can take a picture. But the one that I spent the most time on today was the proto form of the transformation thing that the audience can have fun with. So it is kind of a combination of the take a picture action, but it's also the brings up the Vinyan window. So what that looks like right now is this. So I'm just going to keep moving around. And I'm going to keep moving around. I'm still moving around, by the way. And then it transitions to pop. There you go. And that's all in the same type of window that I can do here. So let me come back. Yay. All right, so what happened there? Essentially, let's see, is this? Oh, it is. Okay, cool. So essentially, the camera goes away, it deactivates, and it's replaced by a freeze frame. And that freeze frame just sort of exists, right? And in the meanwhile, while that freeze frame exists in the background, VNyan pops up and loads in, and then once it's done with that thing, then the freeze frame vanishes, and then you're left with a completed transition. I am now a robot. But as you can see in here, I've got little notes to myself because in laying it out this way, I can kind of see like the order of operations in which things happen. Maybe something might be done better, but also I get to see the windows of time in which I can throw in something a little excessive, something a little fancy. And so the idea is that instead of just having the freeze frame there and then just sort of blink away and then suddenly robot, it could instead maybe like tear up and then, or like delete, like digitally like delete in like particles or something, or just turn to ash and fly off the screen. And then later on those ashes sort of recollect, and then instead of human, it's robot, sort of a something. So that's kind of what I did, and mostly it was just kind of like importing all the things from the freeze frame into this new form, and then adding and removing things, trying to like just test out what makes it feel good. So the freeze frame kind of lasts a little longer than I would like it, but no, it doesn't last as long because as you saw, it's there, but VNyan hasn't yet loaded in the background. Well, now it has because it's ready for it. But before there was kind of a lag behind it. So I don't know. It's those kind of things that make me question, like, do I need to mess around with the syntax of the order in which things go anymore? So let's get to the disintegration section of that. So I was looking up some stuff, and the method that OBS uses that I'm going to be using for this is the track mat track situation. Um, but I'm going to overcomplicate that by going into DaVinci Resolve, because there are a bunch of videos on there about people making track mats in DaVinci Resolve. And instead of just doing something where it's just like a, a bar or something that just goes from one side of the screen to the other side, just kind of wiping into a new scene or whatever, I'm going to try to take the entirety of the frame, and I'm going to just try to disintegrate it. And then have that track mat off into a black screen sort of thing, or a transparency screen, and then have scene number 2 digitize back in and sort of collect itself as the new existence. But I haven't quite gotten there in DaVinci Resolve. There's a lot of little nuanced things that I don't normally use when I'm editing my videos, or the recaps at the end of the week. So it's a lot of new techniques and tools that I have to kind of learn. So that's probably going to be tomorrow, maybe, if not just later tonight. How much time do I have? But yeah, so that's kind of what I've been doing, and that's kind of where I plan to go. Those are my goals. Is I need to make that dissolve track mat, and then see how it works in the grand scheme of all of this shenanigans over here. But yeah, so where are we at? 9 days left in November, so holding strong, I guess. Holding strong.